This is the Illustrator guys, and come to here and make it with the object menu and select the object menu. Take a object friends, a rectangle tool. Exactly, it is very good. And come to the transform. I can take a transform with moving. Okay, I can move the object from step by step using with a particular values. Okay, and it's 1.5 and 1.5. I would like to take a duplicate copy. Just automatically it will come as a duplicate copy also. Exactly, nice. I can select this one and I can make it as a transform and make it as a rotation. I can give an angle, particular angle of the value, and I can give for 25 degrees of angle and 50 degrees of value, and go to the 75 degrees of value. Click it and go to the transform and make it as a reflect. And if you take the object like it, just take a star symbol, make it a star symbol guys, and I'm just taking the scissor tool here. I'm just cutting the scissor tool, just break the object, select it, and I would like to take a duplicate guys. Here I'm just taking a duplicate and come to the object and go to the transform and make it reflect. See, automatically it has been reflected. In some cases we use this reflect tool, and if you didn't take any duplicate option, directly we can take a duplicate from this reflect tool here only. Make it copy like this. This is the reflect, and I can select this object friends, make it transform, and transform again means it will be transform. Make it as a scaling. I can scale this object like as a 150 as a uniformity. No, I need to go for only the horizontal scaling. Just click it here and make it as a 150 as a horizontal scaling. Based on our particular values, we can scale it and we can increase our sizes. Go to the transform and make it with sharing. Okay, sharing is nothing but it's a slant of area. We can just give it as a perspective view, and we can slant the object from as a perspective share angle like this, and go to the object. These are the options of the transform controls, and I can scale it as a using with E transform controls in the shortcut here. This is the E, and select it. I can transform with the hold shift and alt, and I can scale it like this, and come to here, make it with arrange. Suppose when you share the object here and make it as a sharing option, and take a duplicate 1 2 and 3 4 and select it and make it as a colors. We have 4 objects guys here, and the first object will be the red, and the second object will be the yellow, and third object will be the pink, and fourth object will be the blue. I would like to uh, move this red color object into down of the yellow color object using with a shortcut key control left bracket to send backward, send to back, send to back. And I would like to come this red object to the front of the layer. Select this one, hold control and click a right bracket, control right bracket, send to front and send to front. We have 4 objects. I have a multiple objects, like it's a 10 to 15 objects. I would like to send a backward at a once. Control shift left side, control shift right side. Okay, and please note it down guys, this one. Please note it down. Yes. Now select this one and make it as a locking of grouping object. Suppose how many objects we have friends here? I have 4 objects. I would like to group a objects into a single object. Control G for group. See, I can move the all the objects at a time using with a Control G, the option to making the group, and Control Shift G to making ungroup friends. Ungroup. Okay, and just give the shortcut. It's Control plus G. Group the layers, and Control Shift G, ungroup the layers. Note it down. And here we have a shortcut. It's Control to lock the layers, Control plus Alt plus 2, unlock the layers. Control 3, hide the layers. Control Alt plus 3, unhide the layers. Guys, am I audible? Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please note it down. And Control G group the layers, Control Shift G ungroup the layers, and Control 2 lock the layers, and Control Alt 2 unlock the layers. Control 3 hide the layers, and Control Alt 3 unhide the layers. Please note it down, friends. Okay, let's come to the application, friends. And I just ask you select this one, Control 2 lock the layer. See, it is locked. Select this one, I can move it this one, but Control 2 lock the layers. And select again, I would like to unlock the layers. Control Alt 2 unlock the layers. Control 2 lock the layers. Control Alt 2 unlock the layers. This is the shortcut, friends. Now select this one, Control 3 hide the layers. This one also Control 3 hide the layers. I would like to unhide the layers. Control Alt 3 unhide the layers. Please note it down. This is the shortcut. Control 3 hide the layers, and Control Alt 3 unhide the layers. This is the shortcut for this. And we can see here directly it's a group and ungroup, and lock and unlock the highlight layers. Expand. Suppose if it is a text object, guys, if it is a text object, and make it as a text layer, select this one, and this is called I'm just make it as a select this one and make it as a some font. Already we have a default font, it's a Poppins, and make it as a some Poppins will be some bold font, and select this one and make it some more extra bold. And I can fill the color, friends, here, and I'm just making as a stroke here like some more orange shade, exactly like this. Make it with as a blue shade, and make it this one as a little bit light shade. Yeah, here I have a requirement, friends. I would like to, I'm just taking a duplicate. The shortcut will be Alt drag to duplicate the object. Select this one and object and expand. Select this one, object and fill. Okay, I would like to remove the stroke, means I would like to we have to divide that stroke letters separately. Okay, and select this one. Now I can go for a expand object and fill. Here the object is different and the fill is different. Okay, not only text tool, guys, see it has been expanded. Right click and ungroup, select it and ungroup. See, object, expand, object and fill, just click it, right click, ungroup. Now I can divide the object. Again Control Shift G, ungroup. Again Control Shift G, ungroup. Right click, release compound path. Expand, right click, ungroup. Like this. Means I can select this one, right click, release compound path. Again I would like to go to the object, expand and fill and stroke. Again I would like to go for Control Shift G, ungroup. Like this we can ungroup, we can divide our stroke and fill. We can divide our stroke and fill like this. And not only text layer, you can go for a strokes for this object also and make it some stroke. And I would like to divide the stroke and object. Come to the object, expand, fill and stroke, click it OK, right click, ungroup, and I can divide a fill layer and a separate a stroke layer. That is the thing. And I'm just taking a artboard. And what is the shortcut of the artboard selection, guys? Shift O. Shift O is the artboard selections. Already explained in here as a shift O, the artboard selection. Already I told you guys here the shift O is edit artboard selection, and we have one more shortcut, it's Control Alt P, the document setup. We can select the artboard also. But here what happened, I just taken a shift O to select the artboard and hold Alt and drag it, then we can duplicate the artboard very easily and select the artboard layers and delete the objects. Now come to here, make it as an expand appearance. Sir, here we have expand. Okay, we can divide as a stroke and fill we can separately. But what is expand appearance? Definitely you can take a round circle, guys, and we have some styles here that is called a strokes graphic styles here. Select the graphic styles here, and I can apply a graphic styles. Nice. Okay, and click it here, make it some neon effects, and you can go for some buttons and rollover styles. Exactly. See, this is what is this, guys? These are the effects. These are the styles I applied for the object layer. Okay, nice. Sir, and how can I edit this like this effect settings? I just applied a effect here. Okay, definite. See, I just applied a effect here, but I would like to edit that effects. And the shortcut is Shift F6 for appearance palette. Shift F6 for appearance. This is the shortcut. Please note it down. Step 6 appearance palette for effect settings. Please note it down, guys. That's great. And now I'm just taking as a Shift F6 appearance palette, and for effect settings select this one and make it as a FX, where the effects we applied for this. It is a normal object, guys. This is the normal object. Here we have only the fill option, that is a gradient option. We can see here directly. I can select and I can fill the colors here directly. If you don't want this one, I can select this fill and I can delete in this appearance palette directly. And now I can select this one and make it some gradients like this. Oh, these are the so much of effects we can see here, and I can remove the effects here directly. I can check it directly the effects, and I can select this all the things. I can delete the effects palette here directly like this. Okay, means I can edit the settings, I can change the colors, I can change the effects. If you want, if you have any drop shadow effects, click it here, make it as a 3D effects. Yes, and what are the effects we can see here, guys? It is an extrude bevel, it's the drop shadow, it is a fill option. I can change the color of the fill options and make it some background the stroke and make it some reddish, and go to the extrude and bevel, double click, and I can check the preview properties and make it as the angle. I can change the properties of the angle of like this. I can adjust the properties and the depth of level 25. I can make it more, it's 50, and click it. Okay, and the drop shadow, oh, I can go for preview. Okay, it is 0.08. I can give 1 the drop shadow effect, and I can take it 0.08 again and make it 50. I would like to increase the darkness of the shape, give the darkness and make it some opacity 100%, make it preview and click it. These are the very important. These are the very important shapes, effects in the palette. And select this one and select this all the things. I can select it and I can delete the settings. These are the effects of the we can see the effects on the appearance palette. I can select it and I can delete the effects on the appearance palette. Means I can adjust the properties of the appearance palette. Now go to the expand. This is the then what about the expand appearance? Definitely guys, and expand appearance is nothing but we are breaking that effects. We are just breaking that effects, and again we are expanding, and select this one, ungroup. See the shadows, as we have divided the shadows and effects on this particular appearance, means using with expand appearance. Guys, expand is nothing but we can divide a stroke and fill, but expand appearance is nothing but we can dividing the effects where we applied for the object also. Rasterize is nothing but it is an image format. Click it OK. This one and make it the color, and see when it is when it has been rasterized, it has came as a JPG format. Rasterized is nothing but it is the image format. And object, create gradient mesh. Suppose if you take any object, make it as a gradient mesh. I can go for a 4x4 columns, and I can give for flat, top, center, and edges, and make it that these are the directions. I'm just keeping as a flat and click it OK. Now I can select these all the things, and I can fill the color. Select this one, make it some colors. Select this one and make it some colors. And I can fill the colors. I would like to select the inner points using with this lasso tool. Select this one and make it like this. Just a gradient mesh we are applying from here. And flatten transparency is nothing but it is an image format only, guys. When we take any object here, and I'm just filling any color and go to the object, flatten transparency is nothing but it's a 300 resolution, and the gradient mesh resolution will be 150, and the medium resolution, high resolution, you can take it and just click it OK. This is the image, but this image has some I just make it as a long zoom. It's a 34,000 zoom level, but the edges are not pixelated. By means create flatten transparency is nothing but the same object. It should be a image format, and it should not be converted into means it should be come as a image format, but it should not be converted into as a pixel format. It should be based on the vector format only. These are the vector format, but it has been converted into a raster format. Flatten transparency is nothing but the quality will not be loose, but it should be a image format only. That is the option, but we don't use these all the things in the project level, guys. Mainly we use these are the options only. And create trim marks. When we have to send any printing section, automatically the trim marks will be flow on the we have an option that is called create trim marks. Where it is, yeah, create trim marks. These are the option. Automatically we can create our trim marks directly and make it as a path. Suppose if you take any path, select this one, and these are the 2 points here, and make it as an object path join. Automatically it has been joined. See, it has been not joined, make it as a path joined. That's it. And path, we can add the anchor points. Automatically the points has been added, and make it as a joined path, and remove anchor points. Totally the anchor points has been removed. And path, divide the objects below. We can divide the object also, but split into grid. How many rows and columns you need? I need a 3x3. Click it. Automatically we just divided the path. 1 second, guys. Select this one, guys, and just these are the columns and rows we divided as a objects. Shape, convert to rectangle. Suppose if you take any object here, select this one, make it shape, convert to rectangle. Object has not converted, but maybe I would like to fill some color, I think. Yeah. Select this one, object. Select this one, guys, and path. Shape, it's not working. Okay. And patterns, already we have some patterns. Blend. Patterns also, already we applied some patterns here. These are the pattern options. Yes, these are the pattern options. Edit pattern, select this one. I can select these patterns. Like this, we can increase the pattern and we can decrease the pattern. This is the patterns. Object, pattern, edit pattern, tile edge patterns. Nothing else. These are the fuel edge. Make it as edit pattern, select this one. Pattern, edit pattern, select it. And these are the fuel edge, brick by row, hex by column, hex by row. And these are the overlapping styles, 5 by 5 copies. I'm just giving one by one, or I can make it some more styles. I can make it like this and select this one and close it and click it. Okay, just double click. This is a pattern style. Select this one, patterns, tile edge, colors. Nothing, it's not working. Select this one, blend option. Already I showcased the blend option in the previous sessions, guys. Make it one color and take it one more duplicate color. Just make it black and make it some red. And from this object to this object, I would like to make it some shape. Select this one and select this one. Go to the object, blend option, make blend. Yes, and select this one. Take a direct selection tool. Select this one, make it some colors like this. I can showcase the colors like this. This is the blend options, and I would like to give the line. This is the line and this is the line. Select this one and make it some stroke option, guys. And I would like to have a in between of the lines. Select this one, make it object, make blend, and select this one. Go to the object, blend, blend options, make it as a specified steps, click it, and I'm just giving a 100 steps. Select this one. See, a different type of textures we can create here and make it as a, select this one, go to the blend options, again make it as a 30 steps like this, and select this one, a blend option. I can expand the blend directly here, right click, I can ungroup the blend and select this one, make it as an envelope distort. Suppose if you take any object, guys, just select it and make it a color. Go to the object, envelope distortion, make it wrap. I can go to the blend option like this, horizontally and vertically, and the options I can make it like this, and go to the arc, lower, bulge, shell upper, and wave, fish, fish eye, and these are the shapes of the objects. Like this, I can go for envelope distortion and reset with mesh. We can go for 4 by 4 columns and I can preview. See, I can adjust the mesh and mesh properties, and I can select the it should be expand actually. Just make it a, select it and go to the rasterize format. We can rasterize the image. It should be like as a image format, or otherwise you can go for object menu, select it and release the shape. This is the releasing shape of the object. I can select now and I can give the colors. like this, and select this one, perspective. The perspective already we saw, it's a Control Shift I, the perspective view. Okay, I can select this one as a perspective level. I can draw the objects with a perspective view. Like this. Select this one. I can create like this and take a duplicate, right click, transform and reflect. Click it OK. And select this one and select the perspective view in the down layer. Select the color. Select this one. Based on the angle, you can design a shape. This is called perspective. And when you go for a perspective angle, this is a release with perspective. We can release the perspective, but mainly we don't use that much of part of this perspective view in this particular session. And live paint also already I selected based on here the live paint. The live paint is nothing but we can select the colors. See, we can select this one and make it some other colors, and I can fill the colors. Select it and go to the live paint bucket. Is nothing but just picking the colors, and I can fill the colors directly. Like this I can change the colors. These are the basic options, guys. And the main thing here, we use only the thing clipping mask. Select this one. Take a circle, guys. Just take a circle. I can remove this one. Control Shift I, and Control Shift I is the shortcut to remove the perspective, to insert the perspective view. And select this one and select this one and make it as an object and clipping mask. Suppose if you take in an image, Control O to open the images. I can select the images, any images. I can select it. Just any images, I can open the images. I can decrease the image. Control X cut. Select this one. And select this image, and we have one object and we have one image. Select this one and make it as a create clipping mask. The object should be above on the image. The image should be down of the object. And select this image, control left bracket, send backward, and select these two things, and control 7 is the create clipping mask. Create clipping mask. I would like to remove the option, guys. The same option, release clipping mask. Same option. Control Alt 7 to create a clipping mask. Control Alt 7 again to remove a clipping mask. Again select this one, Control 7 to create a clipping mask. And compound path. Generally we have two objects, guys, here. One color will be this one, and one color will be this one. And I would like to select these two things. Control 8 to create clipping mask. Sorry, to create a compound path. Suppose I would like to give a whole of the circle. Inside I would like to keep I can cut the object inside of this layer. Select these two things. Control 8 to create a compound path. We just created a compound path here. But again, this object is not disturbed. Why? Means already this is a means this is only the compound path. If you take, select this one, and we have here one object. Select this one and select this one and make it with the pathfinder options. Pathfinder. And I can trim the object. I can trim it here, but here I can't release again. Okay, this is why means we break the object here directly. Again, we can't get the shape again, but here we can get the shape. This is a compound path as means this is the compound path. We can give the we can cut the shapes again. We can release the object also. The compound paths will be, it will help us. We can create a compound path, make a compound path like this. Again, we would like to release a compound path, Control Alt Shift 8. But here we can't get back again. Why means already it is completely trimmed. We have trimmed the shape of the inside. But here, select it and we can, generally we can trim it. And after that we can adjust, means we can adjust the properties, shapes like this. And I would like to release a compound path, Control Alt Shift 8 here. Again, we can remove we can divide the shapes, but here we can't divide the shapes. That is the object menu. In object menu also, already graph. We already created a graph, guys. In graph, we seen this all the options in the graph format. Okay, that the settings we can generally when we taking this graph in here, right click, go to the type, but directly we have an option here, graph type options, and select this one. Mainly we use here transform, arrange, group, ungroup, lock, unlock, hide, expand is important, and expand appearance is very important, guys. And the shift F6, the appearance palette is very important. Please practice that one. Make it a shapes, envelope distortions is important, and these are the nothing, guys. These are the junk of format only. Mainly use the clipping mask. Clipping mask. If you want to insert any image into the shape, select this one. Control Alt 7 is the clipping mask, and Control 7 is the clipping mask. Sorry guys, the shortcut is Control 7. And select the object and select the shape and select the two things, Control 7 clipping mask, Control Alt 7 remove clipping mask. Please note it down. If you want to note down a compound path also, you can note down a compound path. Control 8 create a compound path. Just we are creating the path, that's it. And Control Alt Shift 8. These are the options, guys. Please practice with the object menu mainly. Some of the important steps we have. What are the steps I told you? This, please be practice with that part only. Okay.